Welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. You are running goalers and you are spending money every single day, but you are getting the best results from every dollar you spend, or you are just showing your ad to everyone at every time on every device and hoping for the best. If that sounds like you, then this video is exactly what you need. Today I am going to teach you one of the most powerful tools in Google Ads, and most people either ignore it or use it completely wrong. It is called bid adjustment. By the end of this video, you will know how to push your budget toward the best traffic, the people who actually call you, book you, and buy from you. And you will know how to stop wasting money on traffic that never converts. This is fully practical masterclass. I'm going to show you the real data, real numbers, and the exact steps I use that I use every single day when I manage Google Ads accounts. So stay until the end because the last part about common mistakes could save your client a lot of money. Let us get started. Now you might be thinking what exactly is a bit adjustment to? Don't worry, I'm going to explain everything step by step in the simplest way possible. We're going to cover four main topic types of bit adjustment: device, location, time, and audience. We'll we'll use a real local plumbing business or our example, and I will show you exactly how to read your data and make the right decision every day. Okay, let us start from the very beginning. What is bid adjustment? When you run Google Ads, you set as a base bid. Now that is amount you are willing to pay for a click. Let us say your base bid as like $10. Okay. Now a bid adjustment is when you say for a specific location or situation increase my bid by 20%, or decrease it by 30%. So if you increase by 20%, your $10 bid becomes $12. Okay. Also, if you decrease by 30%, your bid now it as like $7. Simple, right? But here's the most important thing. Why would you do this? Because not all traffic is equal. Some people are ready to buy right now. Some people are just browsing. Some locations have better customers. Some times of the day get more serious calls. Bid adjustments is your control lever. It lets you say, I want to show more ads to the best traffic and less ads to the weak traffic. That is the whole idea. You push your budget toward profit and away from waste. Now let me tell you why this matters so much for daily optimization. Think about it this way. You are a plumber in Dhaka. You have a $200 per daily budget. If you just show ads everyone, you are spending the same amount on a busy professional in Gulshan as you are on someone in area your team cannot even reach. This is not smart spending. This is just hoping. With bid adjustment, you can get very specific. Number one, device intelligence. So you can pay more to show the mobile users. Because mobile users searching for a plumber are usually in an emergency, they need help right now. Number two is location profit zones. Some areas have better customers, higher job values, and fewer cancellations. You can push more budget there. Number three is time-based intent. In the evening, people are more serious. In the middle of the night, no one can answer the phone. Your base should reflect that. Number four is audience quality. A person who already visited your website converts 2 or 3 times better than a cold stranger, as a bit hard for them. Number five is improve CPL or CPA, which means cost per lead. CPL means cost per lead, CPA means cost per acquisitions. You get more leads for the same budget. And number six is you can scale profitably. You do not need a bigger budget. You just need smarter bids. Okay, before we go to a specific bid adjustment, let me introduce the example we are going to use for this whole video. Imagine a local plumber service business in Dhaka city. They are running Google searches. Their goal is phone calls and lead from submissions. Their daily budget $200. Now here is the performance over the last 30 days. In your see everything is mentioned. They got 2,400 clicks. The click-through rate is 11.6%, which is actually very good. And their average cost per click is $3.75. So total spend $9,000. They got 180 leads, conversion rate 7.5%, and cost per lead $50. And here is the most important number: their qualified lead rate is 68%. That means only 68 out of every 100 leads are actually good quality leads, people who really need a plumber. So their real cost per qualified lead is $73.53. These are the numbers we want to improve with bid adjustment. Specifically, we want to bring that cost per qualified lead down. Let us start with device bid adjustment. This is one of the easiest wins for local service business. Look at the table. Now we have three devices: mobile, desktop, tablet. Mobile phones. 1,500 place. Cost per lead is only $40 and 48 cents. Qualified lead rate is 72%. This is our best performer. A desktop computer 780 clicks, and cost per lead is $71.93. That is almost double the mobile cost, and the qualified lead rate is lower at 61%. The tablet, only 120 clicks, cost per lead is $73. Qualified lead rate is only 6%, weakest of all that. So what do with this information? For mobile, we increase the bid by 20% because this device gives us cheap lead with good quality. We want more of this. For desktop, we decrease by 15%. It is expensive and the quality is lower. For tablet, we decrease by 25%, low volume for others. Now, one important rule here: do not make huge jumps all at once. In normal situation, adjust by 5 to 10%. If your data is very strong, go up to 10 to 20%. Only go above 25% if you are 100% sure about the data. Okay, always remember this. Now location bid adjustment, and this is one is very powerful, especially local service business. Look at the data. For our Dhaka plumbing business, we have 5 zones: Gulshan, Banani, Uttara, Dhanmondi, Mirpur. In here, Gulshan 320 clicks, also 38 leads, conversion rate almost 12%, almost 12%. Cost per lead is only $37 and also 89 cents. And the average job value is $155. This is excellent. In Bonani, also 270 clicks, 27 leads, CBR 10%, and cost per lead $44, and the job value is only $92. So our action is clear. Okay. In here, Uttura, solid performance, cost per lead 46.06 Okay. In Dhanmondi, average cost per lead $63, lower job value. Mirpur, this is our problem area, 520 clicks. This is our most leads, but only 25 leads. Conversion rate under 5%. Cost per lead $83, and the job value is only $92. So our action are clear. Gulshan gets plus 20%. Bonani and Uttara get plus 10%. Dhanmondi stays the same, and Mirpur gets minus 20%. But here is really important lesson, and this is agency level thinking. Do not just look at cost per lead. Also look at the job value. Sometimes a location has a higher cost per lead, but the jobs there are bigger, higher value, and customers actually pay without canceling. So in that case, you might still want to increase bids there. Even if the CPL looks high, always think about the full picture, not just one number. Okay, remember this. Now let us talk about at schedule bit adjustment. This one is about time. What hours of the day um, what hours of the day are your ads performing best? Look at the hour by hour breakdown for our plumbing service. 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. cost per lead $61, answer rate 78% neutral. 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. Similar performance level, which level it neutral. Then 12 a.m. to 3 p.m. Also average, no change needed. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Anyhow, now things get interesting. Cost per lead drops to only $38. Conversion rate is 9.22%. Answer rate is 90%. This is strong. We increase only increase by 15%. And also 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. In here, this is the best time block. Cost per lead $38. Conversion rate over 10%, so the 9% increase by 20%. And 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Things start breaking down. Cost per lead $94, and so the rate drops 52%. So we cut with minus 20%. Okay, and midnight 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. This is almost completely wasted money. Cost per lead $85, also rate only 31%, and cut by 40%. So I just pause there completely during these hours. Okay, or minus 40%. And here is the most important lesson for this slide. If your team cannot answer the phone at certain hours, your bids must reflect that. It is not a goalless problem. It is an operations problem, but it shows up in your ad data. Bad call answering always creates bad ad performance. Fix the operation or fix the bids, both matter. Okay. So right, audience bid adjustment. This one is about who is searching, not just when or where. We have three audience segment here. First of all, first all users. This is our baseline, 7.5% conversion rate and $50 cost per lead. Second, remarketing visitors. These are people who already visited our website or previously called us. Look at their numbers, 260 clicks, 35 leads, conversion rate 13.6 points. This is almost double the normal conversion rate, and their cost per lead only $22.29 compared to our baseline of $50. This is 55% cheaper. Third, in market audience, in market for home repair, these are people Google has identified as actively researching home service. Their performance is close to our baseline, but still worth a small positive adjustment. So our actions, remarketing visitors get plus 25%. Get plus 25%, in market audience gets plus 10%. Okay. The lesson here is simple. A person who already knows you, who already visited your website or called your number is much more likely to convert than a complete stranger. So when they search for a plumber again, you want to make sure you add shoes first and pay a little more for those clicks. It is worth it. Okay. Okay. This slide is very important, and it is something many advertisers never think about. What happens? So I know if multiple bit adjustment at the same time, they multiply together. Let me sum with a real example. Your base bid is $4. Okay. Now imagine a job searches your keyword from their mobile phone in Gulshan at 7 p.m. and they are a remarketing visitor. So you have set mobile plus 20% and Gulshan plus 15% and 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. plus 20%. So remarketing first 25%. So the final bids becomes $4 times 1.2 times 1.15 times 1.2 times 1.25. So that equals $8.28. Your $4 bid adjustment became more than $8. It more than doubled. Now, in this specific case, that might actually be smart because this person is highly likely to convert. But if you're stacking multiple positive adjustments without thinking carefully, your CPC will spike, your budget will drain faster, and your overall cost per lead might actually get worse. So the agency rule is this: always check the combined effect. Do not look at the each adjustment separately. Look at what happens when they all add up together. Okay. Now let us talk about something that thrives of a lot of advertisers: smart bidding versus manual bidding. If you are using manual CPC, then bid adjustment are your main tool. You have direct control over thinking, over everything. All the adjustment we talked about applied directly. But if you are using smart bidding, target CPA, target ROS, or maximize conversion. This situation is different. When you use smart bidding, Google's algorithm is already adjusting your bids in real time. It takes a device, location, time, audience all at once for every single auction, every single source. So if you try to manually override those signals, you might actually be fighting the algorithm, and that usually makes things worse, not better. On smart betting, your main levers are different. They are your target CPA or target ROS. This tells the algorithm what performance you want. Your budget, giving the algorithm more room to learn. Your conversion tracking quality, garbage in, garbage out, and your audience signal, helping the algorithm find the real right people, and your campaign structure, sometimes splitting campaign by service or location in is more powerful than a bid adjustment. Before you touch any manual bid adjustment on a smart bidding campaign, first ask yourself, does Google already know this? Uh, is my conversion tracking accurate? And would you restructuring the campaign be better? Alright, now let me give you the actual system, the daily workflow I follow when managing local service ad accounts. There are 7 steps. Step 1: check account health. First, before you touch anything, make sure your spending is on track, your conversion tracking is working, your systems are relevant, and your call recording is active. Sometimes the problem is not a piece, it is something more basic. Step 2 is fully segmented reports. Look at the performance by device, by location, by hour, by day, and by audience. You cannot optimize what you cannot see. Step 3 is compare each segment to your baseline. Our baseline CPL is $50, and any segment below $40 is strong. Between 40 and 55 is acceptable. Above 65 is weak. Step 4 is apply apply thresholds. Do not react to small numbers. You need to lead in at least 50 clicks. At least you need at least 50 clicks before making a decision, and always valuable lead quality, not just the cost. Step 5 is make small changes. In normal situation, adjust by 5 to 10% if your data is very clear and strong. Go up to 20%, never change everything at once. And number 6 is annotate every change. Write down what you changed, what the old number was, what the new number is, and why you made the change, and what you expect to happen. This is how you learn over time. Okay. Number 7 is recheck upload data. After 3 days, look for early signs. After 7 days, you have a stronger signal. After 14 days, you can make confident decisions. So now let me give you exact percentage framework. This is the decision tool I use every week. Why do you increase bids? Use plus 5 to plus 10% when the segment is slightly better than average. You have limited data and you want to test carefully. Use plus 15 to plus 25% when When this segment is clearly performing better than average and you have enough data to be confident and the lead quality is confirmed as good. When do you hold and make no change? When the sample size is too small and you have no more data as like meaning as like few numbers of data and purpose is close to average, or when there are bigger problems to fix fast like bad system, broken tracking, or a weak landing page. So when do you decrease bits? Use minus 5 to 10%. Use minus 5 to 10% when this segment is underperforming but still has some value. And use minus 15 to 25, 15 to 30% when data clearly shows it efficient, and use minus 40 to minus 100% when this segment is completely wasted and your business simply cannot serve the context, like a location that is too far or hours when no one can answer calls. So, and the golden rule, one more time, never adjust based on tiny numbers. 8 clicks 8 clicks and 0 leads means nothing. 9 clicks and 0 leads, now that is a signal and worth acting on. Okay, now let me show what this look like in practice. This is a real daily action sheet, the kind I use in agency when managing multiple accounts. Look at the table. We have 7 segments in here: device, location, schedule, audience. So look at this table. We have 7 segments across device, location, time, schedule, and audience. Mobile device CPL cost per lead $40, $40, 40.8%. Okay, current adjustment is plus 10%. We are proposing to go up to plus 15%. Region strong, severe, and rate quality. Desktop CPL $71, quality medium, currently zero adjustment. We propose minus 10%. Regions high cost per lead. Goshen location CPL $37, best ROI zone, moving from plus 10 to plus 15%. Meaningful location in here, meaningful location CPL $83. Week economics moving from minus 10 to minus 20%. 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. block CPL the $38. Highest transfer rate and conversion rate moving from plus 10 to 20%. And midnight to 6 a.m. CPL $85. Answer rate only 31%, moving from minus 20 to minus 40%. Is critical waste. And then also remarketing audience CPL $22, best converted segment in the whole account, moving from plus 15 to plus 25%. This table is exactly what you should build for your own accounts. Every change has a reason, every decision has a data point behind it. Okay, before we finish, let me tell you 7 most common mistakes people make with beta adjustment. Avoid this when you will be ahead of 90% of advertisers. Mistake 1. Adjusting with too little data. If you only have 8 clicks, that tells you nothing. Wait until you have at least 50 clicks before making a decision. Mistake 2 is only looking at cost per lead. A cheap lead is not a good lead if nobody books. Always check the qualified lead rate. Mistake 3 is changing too many things at once. If you change device, location, and schedule all in one day, how will you know what worked? Change 1 or 2 things at a time. Mistake 4 is ignoring call handling. I say this again and again. If your team misses calls and your goalers will look terrible no matter what you do, fix your operations. Mistake 5 is fighting smart bidding. If you are on target CPA and you start manually overriding device bids aggressively, you are working against the algorithm. Trust the system and use the right levers. The mistake 6 is forgetting to review old adjustment. What worked 6 months ago might not work today. Season change, competition change, your offer changes, Review your adjustment at least once a month. Mistake 7. Creating all this equality. Allocation with the higher CPL might generate much bigger jobs and better revenue. Always think about the full business value, not just at account numbers. Okay. And now we come to the final slide, the expert summary and the complete soup. I want you, I want you to remember this one sentence: bid adjustment is not just about increasing and decreasing bids; it is controlled, deliberate way to move your budget toward the highest intent, highest quality, highest profit traffic without breaking the account. Here is the complete process one more time from A to Z. Number A, identify your bidding strategy first, manual or smart. This changes everything. Premium conversion tracking is working. If tracking is broken, nothing else matters. Number C is pull your reports, device, location, time, and audience. Number D is compare each segment to your account average CPL and conversion rate. Number E, apply thresholds. You need enough data before acting. Number F, makes small changes, usually 5 to 15%. Number G, do not stack too many positive adjustments blindly. Check the combined effect. Number is monitor for 3 to 7 days. Do not panic if results do not change overnight. Number I is research. Research after research after 14 to 13 days. 30 days. Keep what is working. Reverse what is not. And at last, if you are on smart bidding, focus on target CPA, budget, campaign structure, and conversion quality, not manual bid overrides. Follow the system consistently, and I promise you will see better results from your Google assessment. Alright, that is everything today. We covered what a bid assessment is, why it matters, and how to use it, our device, locations, times, and audience. And we went through the full data optimization system that really ensures. If you found this video helpful, please like it, and it really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you want more practical Google account content like this, and leave a comment below. Tell me which part was most useful for you. Was the location data, the hourly breakdown on the common mistakes? I read every moment, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.